and welcome to this Copa Libertadores quarter-final tie between Santos and Gremio. We are 5 minutes into this game and Santos are currently 1-0 up. Caio Jorge opened the scoring in literally the first 10 seconds of the match after calamities at the back for Gremio. What unbelievable start to this game. We knew it would be dramatic. We knew we had to expect fireworks, but we certainly didn't expect a start like this. If you go back to the first leg, it started off, quietly. There weren't too many great chances. And here, Santos have a game plan, and they started off really, really quickly. Gremio, on the other hand, caught on the back foot, and it's been a disaster so far for Gremio, who have made a number of changes to this side. Speaking of changes, let me bring you the teams. By the way, it is 5 minutes gone as at this moment in time, Santos leading 1-0. Here's the team for Santos. In the net, it's John in the back four of the team. From right to left, it's Matson, Lucas Verissimo, Luan Perez, and on the left, Felipe Jonathan. Two defensive midfielders in Alisson and Jobson. And just in front of them, it's Sandri. On the left wing, it's Lucas Braga. On the right one, it's Marinho. And straight ahead, it's Caio Jorge, who already has a goal to his name in this game. With regards to Gremio, who are pushing forward at the moment. Oh my word, what a chance for Gremio to equalise and make it 1-1. But it's gone over the top of the bar. What an opportunity for the visitors that was. Almost a chance to almost immediately reply. The ball was played into the area, and in the box was Diego Souza. However, he couldn't find the target. He was unmarked in the box. All he had to do was guide the ball into the net, and he leaned back a little bit. He was about 10 yards away, and the ball ended up going over the bar. Ladies and gents, the Gremio team. Finally, I may have a second to actually tell you what the team is for the visitors. In net, number 27, Vanderlei. On the right-hand side in defense, it's Luis Orejuela. Number 3 in the middle, it's Pedro Goromel. 14, David Braz. And on the left back position, it's Diogo Barbosa. The two defensive midfielders in this team. Mateus Henrique with number 7 on the shirt, and Darlan at number 15. Ahead of them, it's Jean-Pierre who comes into the team. On the left wing, it's Pepe. On the right one, Luis Fernando. And up front, it's Diego Souza. We're making a number of changes to this team. David Braz comes in for Walter Kahneman. Luis Orejuela comes in for Victor Ferraz. Darlan comes in for Maicon. And Jean-Pierre comes on for Cesar Pinares. With regards to Santos, well, there's only a couple of changes. Alisson is on for Diego Pituca, who got that red card in the first leg between these two teams. And then, of course, there is a change in defense as Matson replaced Para in the Portuguese during the warm-up. Para had a few issues before the game, and it so happens that Matson comes in to replace him in the second leg quarter-final tie. Copa Libertadores, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Santos. This is Villa Belmiro Stadium in the city of Santos, in the beautiful city of Santos. And so far, we've got a beautiful game ahead of us. What a start, what an incredible, dramatic start to this game. Let's see if this is going to continue. And as we head into the 8th minute of this game, Santos 1, Gremio 0. Unbelievable start to this game. Caio Jorge getting the goal after the first minute. You don't see situations like that often, but still, it was a sensational start. Gremio kicked off, they passed it backwards. David Braz didn't know whether to come to the ball or not. The pass was weak, and he got dispossessed by Caio Jorge, who passed the keeper and put it into the back of the net. I mean, the 18-year-old is in fine form, and he also scored in that first leg, if you remember, scored the opening goal for Santos, only for Gremio to equalise with a penalty in the 97th, that's right, 97th minute of the game. And it was Diego Souza who equalised from the spot kick. It was 1-1 after that first leg. Now we're adding this A goal from Santos in this game means Santos lead 2-1 and they will be through into the next round of the Copa Libertadores. They will be through to the semi-final if this continues. But now it's Santos with possession on the right-hand side. It's Marinho. Marinho is taking on Luis Orejuela. The ball is crossed into the area, but it's well collected by Vanderlei, and he rushes out of his goal line, tries to start an attack down the right-hand side, perhaps. Nope, not this time. It's not going to work. He's going to have to play it down the left-hand side. He is David Braz. David Braz doesn't have too many options ahead of him. He kicks the ball out, and it's blocked by Jobson. Jobson plays it down the right-hand side now. Santos looking dangerous again, looking to get inside of the area. Pass down the right-hand side. Santos getting closer and looking for Marinho. Can they find him? A bit of a mess down the right-hand side. They do brilliantly to keep possession. Still Marinho. Marinho crosses the ball inside the area. Header. It goes over the bar, and we're going to start with a goal, a kick. Lucas Braga with the header in the box there, but it just went over the bar, and Gremio will be relieved that they're going to have a goal kick here and the chance to settle things down. And that's really what they have to do here. They have to settle things down. They have to calm down here because things are really spiraling out of control for them here in these opening 10-11 minutes of this game. Wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. The ball came off at Gremio head. It will be a corner for Santos, and Santos will have yet another opportunity here to perhaps add a second goal. Let's see. Corner from the left-hand side. The ball is played into the area. It's quite a short corner and doesn't beat the first man, and Gremio will be able to clear their lines. They certainly do clear them. They kick the ball way up the field, looking for Luis Fernando to do the chasing down the right-hand side. He loses out to Sandri, who kicks the ball out for a throw-in. Nevertheless, Gremio quickly start from the throw-in, almost losing possession. Wait a second, they do lose a possession here in their own half. It's certainly all falling down here for Gremio here. Shot from distance by Santos. It was Marinho tried his look from distance, but the shot went well wide of the mark, and we're going to have another goal kick here for Gremio. Quickly played out down the left-hand side. Here's Diogo Barbosa. Barbosa moves forward slowly, sees his options, finds David Braz. David Braz with a long ball forward, looking for Diego Souza in the area. Keeper comes out. It's on the edge of the area. Keeper spills the ball. He was pushed by Diego Souza, and there is going to be a free kick. Now Diego Souza going head-to-head there with the goalkeeper. He's not happy with the decision. Well, he pushed him a little bit, you have to say. It was right on the edge of the penalty area. You feel like Diego Souza wanted to push John a little bit in order for John to handle the ball outside of his area. That's what this was right on the borderline. And the free kick has been given out there. I'm going to do the cards that are coming out here. What's going to be the referee's decision? I'll remind you that Gilmar Roldan is the referee in this game from Colombia. His assistant is Gilmar Navarro. The second assistant Dionisio Ruiz, and the referee is Nicolas Gala, all from Colombia. And I'll tell you what, the referee has judged here that John did handle the ball outside of his box, and there will be a free kick for Gremio. Alisson for Santos receives a yellow card, and he's going to have to be careful for the rest of the game. So Alisson on the booking. John complaining about the referee's decision, but he can't do anything about it now. And it will be a free kick. Left-hand side of the box. A chance to shoot, perhaps. There is a chance to curl it round. Perhaps a better option would be to cross this ball in. It's right on the left, all right on the corner of the box. Left corner of the box. Just outside of the area. Free kick. Two-man wall. Let's see what happens. It's a strike, but hits straight at the wall. And Gremio now will keep hold of this possession in their own half here. And pass down the right-hand side. Pedro Geronel. Down the right-hand side to Luis Orejuela. He passes that ball back to Vanderlei, the goalkeeper for Gremio. Gremio now all the way back in their own half. Here's David Braz. Now to Pedro Geronel. Geronel down the right-hand side this time. Now Gremio settling down now, you have to say, finding their feet a little bit, playing that ball around. as David Braz takes possession, finds Pedro Garamel, and now Garamel forward to Darlan. Darlan down the left-hand side finds Luis Orejuela. Orejuela hits it back to David Braz. David Braz now to Juan Pierre. Back to Braz, and Gremio keeping hold of the possession nicely in their own half, but not doing too much with it now. A pass down the left-hand side, here's Diogo Barbosa. Diogo Barbosa finds Luis Fernando, who moves on to this left-hand side. Luis Fernando is brought down, and there's going to be a free kick in almost the same position as it was before, or is it? What's going to be the referee's decision? Was that a dive there from Luis Fernando? Well, as we see the replays there, I don't think there was a lot of contact. Jobson doesn't seem too happy with this decision. There will be a free kick. Vilmar Roldan, the Colombian official, has decided to give a free kick. As I say, almost the same position as it was earlier on, just a few moments ago. Actually, again, a two-man wall. But what will be option here for Gremio? Will it be a shot? Will it be a cross into the area? Let's see. This time it's a cross into the air, looking for a header. Santos headed it away, and Santos looking for a quick counter-attack now. Three-man of Santos moving forward. A ball passed down the left-hand side. Santos pushing forward. Gremio can't stop them. Santos in the area. There's a shot. It's a goal! It's 2-0 for Santos in this quarter-final against Gremio. What a ferocious, unbelievable counter-attack. A beautiful counter-attack by Santos. Gremio couldn't handle it, and Marinho places the ball in the top left-hand corner. An unbelievable finish, an unbelievable counter-attack, and you have to praise this team here. What a beautiful, beautiful play by Santos. Questions will be asked of the defense. How did Marinho have so much space inside of the area? Why was nobody following him? Why couldn't no one catch up to him? Why was the ball allowed to be crossed into the area? How did Gremio get to this position from their own free kick? Lots of questions, but I'm afraid that to answers at this moment in time. Is that Santos 2, Gremio 0, and there is a long way back for Gremio in this game. They're going to have to pull out everything they can from the bag. And I guess the only good positive is that it's only 17 minutes on the clock. There's time to save this game and save their quarter-final, but there isn't a lot of time. There isn't, if they are to make up this deficit, they will have to start scoring soon. This just does not look good for Gremio in this game, and I'll tell you what is worse is that there's going to be a substitution, an early substitution for Gremio. It does seem to be an injury for the visitors. The stretchers have come out. And there will be a change. So you can see. Substitution is being made here. Stretchers are rolling away. The defender, Orejuela. It's the end of his game. Luis Orejuela is off, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like he is really badly hurt here. Victor Ferraz comes on. And well, he has got a big job on his hand here. There's Victor Ferraz. Just to confirm, ladies and gentlemen, Santos now leading 2-0 against Gremio, 18 minutes on the clock. Caio Jorge opened the scoring in the first minute, and Marinho scoring the second just now on 17 minutes. 2-0, 3-1 on aggregate for Santos in this Copa Libertadores quarter-final tie Luis Orejuela has just come off for Gremio and replaced by Victor Ferraz. So already 3 major blows here for Gremio. Not only an injury, but two goals down, and they really have to do something special here. Almost 20 minutes on the clock, and this has been a nightmare for Gremio here at the Vila Belmiro Stadium here in Santos, Brazil. You have to say though, credit where credit is due to Alvinegro Praiano and Santos have really turned on the style here. They've really done it brilliantly right from the outset. They've pressured Gremio fantastically from the very first whistle, but here comes Gremio as they look to fight back. Down the right hand side is Victor Ferraz. His first contact with the ball, he's going to have to play it back because Santos are not really giving Gremio much time on the ball here. Passed on the left hand side is Diego Barbosa. He's supposed to play back to Braz. Another ball down the left hand side to Diego Barbosa. Barbosa races down the left hand side. Can he cross that ball into the area? Yes, he can. It's for a header. But Santos clear their lines. Yet still, it's Gremio on the attack. Can they find a shot? Can they find some space in the box? There's just not enough space in the box. So many bodies in there, both from Santos and Gremio. The ball was bouncing like a pinball machine inside of that Santos box, but nothing happened in the end. And Santos, for a second, I thought we were looking for a quick counter-attack, but no. Santos will play that ball out from the back now. They're 2-0 up in this game, 3-1 up on aggregate. They can afford to play around with this ball a little bit. And now in the middle, here's Jobson. Jobson plays it back to Lucas Verissimo. Verissimo, it's forward to Jobson. He loses possession. It goes out for the front, but good come off a Gremio. But that means that Santos will have to throw in. As you can see, Alexis Stival urging his team to be calm, to be composed. Now we're 2-0 up. Don't make stupid mistakes. As almost Jobson made there with that pass in midfield. What a long throwing that was from Matson. All the way there looking for the number 19, Caio Jorge, down the right wing. However, the ball just out of his reach, goes up for a goal kick for Gremio. That's how far the throwing was. Throwing was taken from around 50 meters away from the Gremio goal, and it still went out for a goal kick. An unbelievable throwing there. But still, Gremio on the attack down the right hand side. Can they find a goal to at least gain some contact with Santos in this game? But they lost possession here inside of the Santos half. Santos throw the ball away though, and it's a chance for Gremio. The ball is played into the area, but Santos hit it away. Now here is Matheus Henrique. Finds Diogo Barbosa. Barbosa has a couple of options. He finds on his left hand side Pepe. Pepe looks forward, looks to find Jean-Pierre, but the ball is lost, and now it's Santos with the football. There's Sandri. Sandri looks in front of him, tries to find Caio Jorge, but has to play it back instead. Santos with the ball inside of their own half. Here's Matson. Matson, who had to replace Para before kickoff. Para picked up an injury, ladies and gentlemen, and just before kickoff during the warm-up. But now Marinho for Santos plays the ball inside of the area for Caio Jorge, but he can't find a good touch, and the ball goes out for a goal kick, quickly played by Vanderlei. Vanderlei finds Pedro Veronel. Not much time to hang around for Gremio. They've got to move fast, they've got to move forward. And Veronel hanging around with this ball a little bit because of an injury for Santos. There's going to be a break in play here. There is an injury, there is a man down. We've already seen one serious injury on the side of Gremio, with Luis Orejuela having to come off for Victor Ferraz. Could we potentially see a second substitution here? There is players warming up on the sidelines for Santos. The medical staff have come on. There is an injury, and let's see what the decision will be. The moment in time doesn't look like a serious injury here for Felipe Jonathan, but we have to be cautious here. Wait and see the final outcome will be. You've got to admit, it's a terrific start for the men in white today. Santos, brilliant start to this game. The question, of course, is can they keep it up? That's the $1 million question. The fans will certainly be hoping so. Fans watching at home, of course, because the obvious circumstances. Can't have fans here at this beautiful stadium in Villa Belmiro, here in the city of Santos. But as I said before, I'm sure the fans will be watching at home and they'll be loving it so far against their big rivals, Gremio. Don't forget, these are two of the most of the three most successful teams in the Copa Libertadores history. Of course, Santos and Gremio winning this competition 3 times, as well as Sao Paulo. Nevertheless, Santos 2, Gremio 0 as game gets underway. And you know, it looks like Felipe Jonathan will be okay. So we continue to roll on here in this quarter-final of the Copa Libertadores. Gremio with possession in their own half. They lose it out to Santos. Now a beautiful bit of play by Marinho. Marinho moves down the right-hand side. He's got a bit of space. He's taken on Diego Barbosa ahead of him. Marinho, a lovely ball into the area. He is Caio Jorge. Jorge keeps that ball alive. Almost goes out for a goal kick, but keeps it alive. Faces off against Diego Barbosa. He forces that ball to go out, and he will have a throw-in in a very, very decent position here for Santos. The question is, what can they make from this? Obviously, apologies for the technical difficulties. We are back here at Villa Belmiro. It's Santos 2, Gremio 0. 28 minutes gone now in this Copa Libertadores quarter-final clash between the two Brazilian sides. A beautiful tackle there by Victor Ferraz down the right-hand side as he tries to stop another Santos attack. They have to be very careful here and not to concede a third goal. Gremio already 3-1 down on aggregate. Lots of work to do for Renato Portaluppi's side. They concede another set piece here, and Santos will have an opportunity to get that ball inside of the area. Alexis Stival wants his side to remain some composure. speaking to Diego Souza, the Renato Portaluppi, Gremio's head coach. Here is the corner for Santos down the left-hand side. It's going to be an in-swinger, but the referee just wants a word with the goalkeeper. Bit of pushing and shoving going on with Caio Jorge. Nevertheless, back to the corner. It's going to be an out-swinger now. The ball goes inside of the area. The header! It goes over the bar. A wonderful attempt from Santos, but the header just going above the woodwork, and Santos keep their 2-0 lead. They don't increase it to number 3. But a beautiful attempt there from Lucas Verissimo, totally unmarked. There was a man marking him there, but he just slipped inside the area. It's now a Gremio with possession inside of the Santos half. They look to bring that ball out with them. They're down the left-hand side. A lovely ball forward. Gremio keep pushing on. Here's Diego Souza pushing it down the right-hand side now to Luis Fernando. Luis Fernando comes inside of the area. He is blocked and he is dispossessed beautifully by Felipe Jonathan. Felipe Jonathan kicks that ball as far as he can away down the left-hand side, and Gremio look to work it out quickly into the Santos half. Good play from Gremio, and here we go again. Victor Ferraz, who replaced Luis Orejuela earlier on in this contest. He finds a lovely ball to his left. Here's Matheus Henrique. Henrique shoots! Oh, he's hit the bar! What an opportunity for Gremio, and what a shot from Henrique from distance. A beautiful 1-2 with Luis Fernando. Sets him up. A shot from about 18 meters out, and it just hits the crossbar. Lovely attempt from him. It did come off a Santos defender, which means we will have a corner for Gremio. Henrique, beautiful shot with his right foot. He made his 100th appearance for Gremio when these two teams played in the first leg a week ago. Here comes the corner though for Gremio. Santos clear their lines. And the ball is back with Pedro Gueromel. He finds Luis Fernando down the right-hand side, and Gremio pushing again, pushing for another attack, pushing for another chance. Here is Pedro Gueromel now with the ball inside of the area, and it's well defended by Santos, who will have a goal kick. And with 31 minutes on the clock, Santos 2-0 up. They're looking good. They're looking in a stronger position as things stand. 3-1 up on aggregate. Caio Jorge opening the scoring after the first minute, and then Marinho getting the second goal after 17 minutes. Here is John with the goal kick for Santos. John with a kick down the right-hand side. Looks for some options through Manson and Marinho, but the ball is lost, and Matheus Henrique comes out with it, finds Gueromel. Gueromel kicks it out, but a bit of a mess now in the middle of the park. The ball comes away for Diogo Barbosa. Barbosa stopped in his tracks. There's going to be a free kick halfway down the field, left-hand side. Barbosa plays up to David Braz. Braz to Gueromel. Gueromel down the right-hand side to Victor Ferraz. Ferraz pushes forward. Looks for his teammate, looks for Diego Souza. Souza down the right-hand side to Luis Fernando. Gremio pushing forward inside of Santos' half. Here is again Diego Souza. He's supposed to play back to Victor Ferraz. Ferraz has no option to go back to Pedro Gueromel. Well-organized Santos defense preventing Gremio from going forward here. But now, another opportunity for Gremio as they keep hold of possession. It's moving centrally forward. Here's a shot from distance, and it goes wide. A decent attempt from Pepe. Not as good as Matheus Henrique earlier on, but still a decent attempt from Gremio as they look to fight back in this game. Well, ladies and gents, what a first half we have had so far in this Copa Libertadores quarter-final game. Another corner comes in now for Gremio. Santos clear their lines, but a quick throw-in is taken. And here we have Victor Ferraz plays the ball inside the area. The volley is taken inside of the box, but it is blocked and the ball goes out of play. But another opportunity for Renato Portaluppi's side, and I feel like slowly, step by step, they are growing into this game. They are growing into this contest. We are yet to see a decent, a well-worked goal-scoring opportunity for Gremio. They've had a shot from distance which hit the bar. They've had half chances here and there, but they haven't worked a proper goal-scoring opportunity yet. They've had more of possession though, 61% possession in this game so far for Gremio. But still, that key number with goals, still 0 so far in this game. They trail Santos 3-1 on aggregate, and they'll need to change things if they are to make the semi-final. Here's an opportunity though, because they have just earned themselves a free kick about 30 meters away from the Santos goal, a little bit towards the left-hand side of the pitch, but still a good opportunity nevertheless. Diego Souza being brought down, and you have to feel like this is another good opportunity here for Santos, apologies for Gremio, to work something of this set piece. I'm just looking at the replay now. Well, Souza in a bit of a battle there for possession. Hard to say whether it was a free kick or not. I guess it depends on the referee's judgment, but it is given by Vilman Roldan. We will have the free kick. Jean-Pierre stepping over the ball, and he's going to be the free kick taker here, or is he? Ball comes into the area, it's headed high into the air, ball still in the area, chance for Gremio. Santos struggling to clear their lines, but it's going to be a free kick for Santos in their own box. You see another replay here. Diego Souza going for an overhead kick inside of the area. Almost hits the head of the Santos defender, who is clearly not happy that, he was almost hit into his skull there by Diego Souza. Here we go with the goal kick, the free kick, apologies, from Santos. The ball's played down the right-hand side, and Santos using possession well. Sandri on the left-hand side with Lucas Braga. Braga forced to play back. Santos keeping possession quite well though inside of the center of the park. Now a bit of a loose touch from Caio Jorge, and Gremio kicked that ball out deep into the Santos half. However, now Santos smashed that ball forward ahead of them. A lot of really poor play from both teams. A lot of chaos on both halves, from both sets of players. Now a bit of calm. Gremio looking for a lovely ball down the left-hand side for Pepe, but the ball is just a little bit too long for the Brazilian end there. Another throw-in for Santos, deep in the Santos half. So Matson will take it. Matson has a few options ahead of him. As I said before, Matson coming into this game instead of Para. A last-minute change. Literally, Matson came on to replace Para before kickoff, as Para did suffer an injury. Not what Santos had wanted, but despite that, they got off to a brilliant start with that goal from Caio Jorge, and they've looked pretty strong since, offensively and defensively, you have to say, because they have kept Gremio out. But perhaps now that will change, because Matheus Henrique comes up with possession, but he is blocked, and Santos will have that ball back now on the left-hand side. Here we go with Lucas Braga, and can they make something from this? Here's Caio Jorge. Will this ball be played into the area? Gremio doing their well to defend, and they dispossess the Santos man. And now Gremio can breathe a sigh of relief. They certainly don't want to go 3-0 down, otherwise it would require some effort to get back into this quarterfinal clash with Santos. Going 2-0 down is bad enough, especially when you're playing away in Santos. 3 would be a catastrophe. 38 minutes gone, Santos 2, Gremio 0. Quarterfinal of the Copa Libertadores second leg. Santos lead 3-1 on aggregate, and here they come out with a counter-attack down the left-hand side. Santos coming down as they wait for numbers, but here comes Alisson. Alisson looks to play the ball on the right-hand side, but the possession is lost, and now Gremio with the ball. Matheus Henrique charges forward. Henrique doesn't have too many options. He's going to have to play it right where he finds Victor Ferraz. Ferraz looking for some options as well. that they've really been short of options in this game so far, but the ball is played down the left-hand side to Diogo Barbosa. Barbosa with a lovely cross inside of the area. Ferraz is there, but the ball just stays a little bit away from him. Here is Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre looking for a pass into the box. Pass on the right-hand side though for Victor Ferraz. Ball goes into the area, but John claims it well, and John will keep that ball now. He wants this game to calm down a little bit. 39 minutes on the clock. He'll want his side to go into half-time, having kept a clean sheet. We'll see whether they're able to do that. And now John kicking that ball out. Huge kick from John. Goes almost on the edge of the Gremio box. Kyle Jorge was waiting there, but he was just outnumbered. And nevertheless, Gremio with possession now, looking to move forward themselves. A lovely pass in for Pepe. Pepe doesn't have too many options. He's going to have to play that ball back for Jean-Pierre. The ball back was awful. Santos intercept the pass, and Gremio have to start building from the very back. Now David Braz with possession. Diego Barbosa now back to Braz. Braz on the right hand side. Here's Pedro Garamel. Pedro Garamel, he has a bit of space ahead of him, and he passes it down the right hand side. Here's Victor Ferraz. Ferraz plays a 1-2 with Matheus Henrique, but it comes to nothing, and the ball is played back to Pedro Garamel. Garamel to Braz. Braz to Garamel. Gremio not moving forward. It's static. It's lateral passing. They've not moved forward, and they're really out of ideas, it would seem, that way. And Matheus Henrique passing that ball down the right hand side now to Pedro Garamel. All this action is taking place in the middle of the park, as Santos is so well organized at this moment in time. Gremio have absolutely no answers for Santos's well organized defense, but here is perhaps a little bit of an opportunity for Jobson to move forward. Jobson is intercepted, and the ball goes out for a throw-in for Gremio. Gremio will look to take the throw-in quickly. Gremio will look to build with possession now through David Braz. Braz in his own half. A ball forward for Darlan. Darlan to Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre to Darlan. And again, not too many options forward. Here is Darlan down the left-hand side. Here's Diogo Barbosa. Again, all this plays taking place down the middle of the park, because Gremio unable to move forward. Now, a ball forward for Luis Fernando. Fernando looks to play a 1-2 with Victor Ferraz, but Victor Ferraz has an obstacle ahead of him in the name of Felipe Jonathan. A beautiful bit of play now with Jean-Pierre. Pass down the left-hand side, looking for Diogo Barbosa. His ball is intercepted, and now an opportunity for counter for Santos. Santos moving forward. There is a man down, though, a couple of men down, including Marinho, who's down for Santos. Another player for Gremio. Bit of a clash there while they were in an aerial battle there between Marinho and Diogo Barbosa. As I said, when that ball was being played into the area, Barbosa looked to take hold of possession, but he was blocked there by Marinho. Both players down. Looked like a nasty collision there, and Marinho looks to be in more pain than Diego Barbosa. He is still down on the floor. As we wait for the medical teams to do their jobs. I'll remind you, it's so far Santos 2, Gremio 0 in this contest here in Santos, in Vila Belmiro, here in Brazil. Copa Libertadores action live on YouTube. Live English commentary of this quarter-final second leg. 3-1 Santos leads so far in this clash. 42 minutes have gone their way, and Gremio will have to pull off something special in the second half if they have to do anything in this tie. I feel like there still might be a bit of life left in Gremio. I mean, generally they've performed quite well over these last few months, so you can't count Gremio out just yet. There still might be life in this team, and I would love to be a fly on the wall in the halftime changing rooms when Renato Portaluppi gives his speech for the Gremio players. Can he inspire his men to rock on and try and get something in the second half? Well, can Gremio still get something in this first half, because there are a couple of minutes left, and Luis Fernando has the ball down the right-hand side, and he just can't control it with his right foot. The ball goes out for a throwing, and Santos will be happy with that. that would be business done of that attack. Sure, there won't be left for Santos to deal with in the second half. But throwing for Santos deep in their own half. A lot of Gremio shirts have gone forward to try and intercept, try and get the ball back. And Luis Fernando has just done just that. He moves forward, beats one man, looks for a pass, but he's just too slow and he loses possession. Santos clear the ball, and Gremio have to start from the back. Pedro Garnel finds Victor Faraz. The ball plays back again for David Braz. David Braz finds the captain, Pedro Garnel, down the right hand side. Tries to move forward, there aren't too many options for him to pass the ball to. And it's back with David Braz. Braz again to Garnel. He looked for Jean-Pierre, who was looking to make a decent run inside of the area. But nothing came out of that, and Santos cleared their lines. Now, a throw-in for Gremio deep in their own half. 44 minutes on the clock and 34 seconds. I don't think Gremio will get a goal in the second half. However, we did see a goal in the first minute of the game, so you cannot count out a goal in the last minute of this first half. You simply can't. Nevertheless, it's Santos with the ball. A pass down the left-hand side. Here's Felipe Jonathan. Felipe Jonathan has a few options ahead of him as the third official shows that there's going to be a 3 minutes of added time in this game. Felipe Jonathan loses out possession to Victor Ferraz down the right-hand side, and now Gremio can push on. They've seen that there's 3 minutes on, and it seems to have inspired them. What a poor ball from Matthias Henrique, and Santos are on the attack now. Santos are on the charge forward. Their opportunity is blocked. Caio Jorge is blocked, and Gremio look to clear the ball out wide. Here is Marinho for Santos. Santos pushing one more time in the second half. Bit of a lack of communication there between Santos and Jobson. They tried a little 1-2. It didn't quite work out. And Gremio now moving forward. There's been another collision though. 2 men down. Marinho is down for Santos. Marinho has been down 3 or 4 times in this game. Bit of a collision there was between him and Matthias Henrique. Both men down. It does seem like Marinho might have flipped Henrique on the face there with his fingers as both men were fighting for the ball, but both men are up now. Jobson is down strangely for Santos. Not much seemed to happen to him. He's up on his feet now. Perhaps they're buying a little bit of time. 45 minutes gone on the clock. 1 minute at a time has gone. Couple of minutes left. Can Gremio create anything? Well, beautiful ball from Victor Ferraz to Luis Fernando. Luis Fernando down the right hand side. Can he play this ball into the area? Him against Felipe Jonathan on that right hand side. And Fernando is forced to play the ball back to Victor Ferraz. Ferraz plays the ball into the area. It's too far. The ball's gone too far. But here is Pepe. And Pepe was in an offside position. And that attack has come to nothing. And Santos will start from John, from the goalkeeper. And you have to feel like with 2 minutes gone of added time in this the first half, there's not going to be an opportunity for Gremio to make much of this. And I think it will stay 2-0 for Santos in this first half. John kicks that ball out, and Santos play really calmly down the middle of the park now. Beautiful ball down the left and right hand side to Marinho. Marinho takes on Diego Barbosa. He has to watch out. But David Braz is there to cover him, and he kicks the ball out for a throwing. Quickly taken by Gremio. I still don't think there'll be enough time for them to create something here because the referee's already looking at his watch. The 3 minutes of added time have come to an end, but we're still playing here in Santos. Santos 2, Gremio 0. Leading 3-1 on aggregate in this quarter-final Copa Libertadores second leg tie. Semi-final place is up for grabs. Gremio still pushing forward late on in this first half. Here is Pedro Caramel. Caramel passes down to his left-hand side. David Braz with the ball. Braz looking for Diogo Barbosa, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for the first half. Santos leading 2-0 after a sensational first half here in Vila Belmiro, here in Brazil. Santos took the lead through Caio Jorge after the first minute of the game. An unbelievable start to this game. Gremio kicked off, played the ball back, and a lack of communication between Darren and David Braz allowed Caio Jorge to take hold of possession and go around the keeper and score a beautiful goal for Santos to take the lead. He scored, of course, in the first leg, and now he's going to go in the second leg. So certainly the 18-year-old is the one to watch in the second half, I'm sure, as well. But then in the 17th minute, things got better. Marinho scored the second goal for Santos. It was a breakaway goal. It was a counter-attack move from Santos. Gremio had a free kick off the road, but nothing came out of it. Santos came out 100 miles an hour over the counter-attack. Beautiful ball from the left-hand side into the box from Kyle Jorge to Marinho. Marinho puts the ball into the left-hand side, top left corner, and Santos 2-0 up in this first half. With regards to Gremio, they did have an opportunity of their own. Enrique hit the crossbar, but that was about as dangerous as it got for Gremio. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. Santos leading 2-0 on the night, 3-1 in aggregate, and it looks like Santos are just that little bit closer to a spot in the Copa Libertadores semi-final. For now, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the first half. Join me soon for the second half. I'll be back in 15 minutes time. See you then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for this Copa Libertadores quarter-final second leg between Santos and Gremio. We have had an unbelievable first half in which Santos have taken a 2-0 lead, which means that on aggregate, ladies and gents, they are 3-1 up. It does mean as well that it requires the mother of all comebacks for Gremio here in the second half if they are to get back in the tie and try and secure a place in the semi-finals of the premier competition in South American club football. There will be a couple of changes from both sides, and I'll update you on those as they happen. But let me just run you through the events of that opening half. Caio Jorge scored the first goal for Santos after minute 1 as Gremio kicked off. The ball went back to David Braz. There was all sorts of confusion and pressure from Santos was too much. Caio Jorge took possession, rounded the keeper, Vanderlei stuck the ball inside of the net for 1-0. Then on the 17th minute mark, Gremio had a free kick. They played the ball inside of the area. They were unable to do anything from that, but Santos were. They created an incredible counter-attack, pushed forward, and Lucas Braga charged down the left-hand side, putting a beautiful cross for Marinho and stuck the ball in the top left-hand side corner to make it 2-0. With regards to chances for Gremio, Matheus Henrique had one. He hit the crossbar, and that was really it with regards to Gremio. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the second half of this extraordinary quarter-final clash between Santos and Gremio is underway. Oh boy, I am sure we are going to have some more dramatic moments in the next 45 minutes. And who knows, just like last week, it could go more than 45 minutes. Remember, last week the game went over 102 or 3 minutes. We had a very late penalty in the 97th minute. So who knows, this game is very unpredictable, very dramatic, and it's going to be very interesting to see what is going to happen, what is going to transpire over the next over the next 45 minutes. Now, one change has been made for Gremio. Cesar Pinares has come on the field. Number 43 replaces Darlan, who's not quite during this game, but we'll come back to that because Santos now have a free kick halfway in the Gremio half. So quite a bit long way from the net, but a chance to deliver the ball in the box. And Marinho is standing on top of this ball. He lines up like Roberto Carlos from the early 2000s, but the strike is far from Roberto Carlos quality. Straight into the 3-man wall. And Gremio clear their lines, and those Santos are right back on them. Across into the area. Header goes over the bar from Lucas Verissimo. So a decent opportunity for Santos early on in the second half, but really nothing to shout about as of yet. As I mentioned before, Cesar Pinares coming on for Darlan with regards to Gremio. However, with regards to Santos, the number 8, Jobson, has come off in favour of the number 22, Nunes. So, Nunes is the man who has replaced Jobson. Well, let's see what Gremio can create in this second half as Cesar Pinares has their first contact with the football, passes it down the left-hand side for Victor Ferraz, the right-hand side for Victor Ferraz, Ferraz finds a nice 1-2 with Pinares, but Pinares can't find Ferraz back, and Santos managed to clear their lines, but encouraging signs from Gremio. They have been growing into this game slowly, and I underline the word slowly. But let's see, a long ball forward, down the right hand side for Gremio. They're in the Santos half. The ball is with Luis Fernando. Fernando finds Ferraz. Ferraz faces off with Felipe Jonathan, and he has to play it on the left hand side for Mateus Henrique. Now Luis Fernando. As Gremio lose the ball and Santos are on the attack. Santos down the right hand side. The ball is being chased here by Marinho, but a steady pass back from David Braz to Vanderlei. Vanderlei finds David Braz again, and Santos really ease their pressure. They move back into their own half. They really don't have a reason to charge forward here because, well, the 2-0 up, 3-1 up on aggregate. They're in a comfortable possession, and it's really Gremio who have to be doing the running in this game. Pedro Gueramel, the captain for Gremio, on the halfway line, tries a long ball forward, looks for Luis Fernando, but the pass is intercepted, and now Santos look to break away, but the pass from them is too long, and here we go again in the same position we were in this moment ago. Pedro Gueramel to Victor Ferraz. Ferraz to the right hand side where he finds Cesar Pinares. Pinares looks to beat Nunes one-on-one, but he comes out as the loser in that contest. Santos though can't keep hold of possession well. They kick that ball out, and Gremio have possession once again. The ball goes out down the left hand side, but it's Gremio won't make anything. John, the goalkeeper of Santos. Santos from the back now. They've had a very strong start to the first half. How will this second half look for Santos and Alexis Stibai? Gremio with the ball. Beautiful play by Victor Ferraz. Looks for a ball forward for Diego Souza. Chance, but it's Diego Souza is blocked in his tracks by the strong defense of Luan Perez. And clearly Alexis Stibai, the Santos manager, impressed with the centre-back there, Luan Perez, who managed to deal with the forward there from Gremio. The question is, will this be a corner or will this be a goal kick? It did seem like the ball came off Diego Souza, and it will be a goal kick from John, the goalkeeper of Santos. A long ball forward. Can he find Felipe Jonathan? He finds Lucas Braga. In actual fact, the ball is played into the area. Marinho is there, but the chance goes to the side of the post. A decent attempt from Marinho, who is looking for his second goal of this game. I'm not even sure if he got full contact with the ball there. And nevertheless, it is Gremio who have the ball back, and they will start this attack off with Diego Barbosa. Barbosa can't go anywhere. He's stuck. He's got to play that ball back to the captain. Gueramel doesn't have too many options either. Santos really well organised at the back, really playing well defensively as well as offensively in this game. And still though, Mateus Henrique and Jean-Pierre to Ferraz. Ferraz looks for Souza. Souza misses out on the ball, and now it is Santos who power on with their own attack down the left hand side. Here's Lucas Braga, and Braga is intercepted really well here by Diego Souza, who's tracked all the way back into his own half. He made the mistake to lose the ball, and he got that ball back. Now he's got a massive distance ahead of him to get back into the Santos half, and he does so as down the left hand side does Diogo Barbosa. Barbosa with a chance to cross the ball inside the area. He does, and nobody there really to finish that cross off. Santos will have the ball, and they will look for an attack of their own, though a late challenge from Gremio man, and there will be a free kick for Santos. It was Cesar Pinares who really produced a very late tackle there on Sandri. Pinares is going into the referee's box. He only came on in the second half. We're going to be careful for the rest of this game, for the remainder of this game, because certainly Gremio are 2 goals down and they don't want to be a man down as well. Still, Santos with the ball and John kicks us off. John fires the ball out wide down the right-hand side, looks for Marinho. Doesn't find Marinho, finds Sandri, but Sandri on the other hand finds Marinho. Marinho charges down the right-hand side. He does have a couple of options. He turns into the centre. There's Santos just on the outside of the area, shot from distance. And it's pushed away by Vanderlei. But another dangerous opportunity for Santos, and Vanderlei had to be on his toes. Lovely strike from Sandri. But Vanderlei had to save that. He wouldn't have saved that. He would have been in Renato Portalupi's bad books for sure. It's going to be a corner kick, and it's going to be taken by Marinho, as Marinho sets his upside, sends instructions into the box where he wants his men. It's going to be an outswinger from the left-hand side. Here we go with the corner kick. It's a low corner. Oh, hits the ball, hits the bar, and it goes in. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. 3-0. This game is pretty much over. Santos have wrapped it up. 3-0 from a corner of Marinho. Ball came off the bar and ended up in the back of the net. The strangest goal you'll see throughout this Copa Libertadores competition. But nevertheless, it's a beautiful goal, and it's a goal that could seal Santos' place in the semi-finals. What a corner, a low corner. It went through everybody. It ended up in the middle of the area, literally the 5-yard line, and it's turned in. The ball hit the bar, bounced down onto the floor, and made its way into the net. Vanderlei looked up, looked down, slow reactions, but nevertheless, Caio Jorge, the man who turns it in for his second goal of the day. What an unbelievable player Caio Jorge is turning out to be. They have to be careful, Santos. They're going to have to put a big release clause on him, because he is going to be a sought-after man in Europe. Unbelievable corner, unbelievable play, and now Santos are 3-0 up. Oh my word, Renato Portaluppi is on his chair. He cannot believe what he is seeing today as his side crumbles under the pressure of the Copa Libertadores quarter-final. And Santos not only lead 3-0 on the night, they lead 4-1 on aggregate. And things are going from bad to worse for Gremio. As I said, Santos will either play Boca Juniors or Racing Club in the semi-final. Although you never know, Gremio could pull something out of the bag. But it's unbelievable how quickly and how badly things have gone for Gremio here. Don't forget, they've been unbeaten in 10 straight league games. Gremio are unbeaten in 18 throughout all competitions. They've conceded 2 goals from 8 games. And they've conceded 3 goals on one night in less than 56 minutes against Santos. They made 6 changes in their last game against Goiás, which they drew 0-0. But this is a team that's 6th in the table in the Brazilian Serie A. And for them to crumble like this against Santos will be incredibly disappointing for the thousands and millions of fans watching, and especially for Renato Portaluppi, who is the manager on the sidelines, who's back in his chair, who cannot believe what is going on with his side. On the other side of the bench, though, Alexis Stival, the manager of Santos, he's kneeling down a little bit like Marcelo Bielsa does in his technical area for Leeds United, and he must be thrilled, he must be delighted, because he knows he is getting closer and closer towards the place in the semi-finals of the Copa Libertadores. Caio Jorge, the man, 2 goals in the semi-final. Well, Alexis Stival is up now on his feet. He's telling his players to calm things down a little bit. But how can you be calm when you're 3-0 up in one of the biggest competitions in club football? Unbelievable scenes. 2 goals from Jorge, 1 from Marinho, 3-0 Santos lead. And Gremio are in all sorts of trouble. As you can see, the bench now of Gremio looking incredibly disappointed, looking incredibly disheartened. But one man who's back on his feet now is Renato Portaluppi. He is not about to give up. he is not about to let things stand. And the 58-year-old, he's been in charge here since 2016. He has won the Copa do Brasil in 2016. He won the Copa Libertadores with this very team in 2017. And a year later, he won the Copa Sudamericana. So he is not about to give up, but they've got to be careful here because Santos have got a little free kick. Marinho plays the ball inside of the area. It's a bit of a chaos inside of the box of Gremio, but there will be a free kick, and Gremio can the side of the league. Well, they can't because they're going to play a quick counter-attack down the left-hand side, and Pepe has been brought down. There will be a free kick for Gremio. Left-hand side, about 35 meters away from the goal. Now, you can see that the free kick there is Nunes. Just as a couple of more changes are made here for Gremio. And it's Luis Fernando comes off. Just before we talk about the changes though, let's look ahead to this free kick for Gremio. There will in fact be another change for the visitors. Taquiano is going to come on for Jean-Pierre. But as I say, we'll get to the changes soon. Right after this free kick for Gremio. They played short though. Still down the left-hand side. They've got plenty of men forward. All they need is a ball inside of the box. Will they get it? That's the question. And it's a total waste there by Pepe. What an opportunity to get the ball in the box, but Marinho did a job on him defensively, you have to say. Poor control from Pepe, and Marinho just let the ball roll out for a goal kick, and Pepe is going to get a yellow card as well for complaining here with the official. But as things stand, Santos 3-0 up, 4-1 up on aggregate. Things are really, really looking up for the hosts. Things haven't been looking up at home. It's sunny away from home. It's been okay, and today we could manage to get a home victory against Gremio. But you never know. As I said before, you can't count Gremio out just yet because we're only on 60 minutes. Plenty of time to go. Plenty of time for things to change. Interesting, I was writing an article earlier today about the greatest comebacks of Barcelona. Can Gremio pull something off? And here we go, down the right-hand side. And Victor Ferraz here has gone on a bit of a ride himself. Tried to deliver the ball in the box. Found a pass, but the ball goes up for a throwing. It was Ferreira, by the way, came on for Luis Fernando. And it was Taquiano, as I mentioned before, number 20, came on in place of Jean-Pierre. Santos with the ball inside of their own half. They lose it though through a combination of bad passing and particularly the throwing. Victor Ferraz finds his captain Pedro Gremio. He passes it down the left to David Paras. He finds Diogo Barbosa. Barbosa moves forward, but he doesn't have too many options ahead of him. He has Taquiano, but he opts to go for Enrique, and now Mateus Enrique hasn't been involved much. Finds Ferreira. Ferreira loses the ball. Santos clear their lines, looking for Caio Jorge, who's up front. Jorge is putting up pressure on Garamel, but Garamel deals with it like a professional that he is, like the captain that he is. And he manages to get away from the pressure and manages to play the ball out quite smoothly, to be fair to him. And now it's Gremio with an opportunity. They're inside of the box, and Diego Souza had an opportunity to strike the ball, but lost his footing, and he was under pressure as well. He was in the area, and nothing came out of that. John kicks the ball out straight into the feet of David Braz, who's in his own half. Wasted the ball there, John, you have to say. Still though, Pedro Garamel with the ball, the captain of Gremio. Down the right hand side, he finds Ferreira. Ferreira charges forward. He's been very active as Ferreira in these opening 5 minutes of his entry to this game. The ball, beautiful ball down the right hand side to Cesar Piñares. Cesar Piñares takes on Felipe Jonathan. The ball goes out for a corner. Let's see what the decision will be. Has the ball come off Alisson in that final moment there? Yes, it has. It's going to be a corner. Gremio quickly line it up. They put in as many men as they can inside of the area. You've got to be careful. Watch out for those counter-attacks. But first, the ball goes into the ball box and it's headed away by Santos. Here's Mateus Henrique for Gremio. Passes it down the left for Garamel. Garamel charges forward. Passes over to Diego Barbosa. And Barbosa hasn't got too much room. He's going to have to play this ball back. Or is he? It goes on a beautiful ride by himself. Takes on one man, takes on the second. Loses out to the second man. I believe it was Santry there who took the ball off him. And Santos even earned a free kick through Marinho. So good play from Gremio, but in the end it's Santos who come out on top in that little exchange. 64 minutes on the clock now. It is Santos who still lead 3-0. Valverde with 2 goals, Marinho with 1. 3-0 lead gives them a 4-1 lead on aggregate. With this Copa Libertadores quarter-final tie, as I mentioned before, if they win, an opportunity to take on either Boca Juniors or Racing Club in the semi-final. The semi-final will be Palmeiras who beat Libertad. They'll take on Nacional or River Plate. We'll have to wait and see who will win that quarter-final. Marinho, though, still looks in pain. As I mentioned before, he was down with a bit of an injury. Is coming off here. Has he had enough? The stretchers have been removed, so he can certainly move on his own 2 feet. As we see a replay of his goal. His goal came in the 17th minute of the game. It was Lucas Braga who he's got to thank. A beautiful pass from the left-hand side into the area. And Marinho, first touch, left foot, top corner. It was a great goal, a grand goal for a grand player. A player who's had a lot of influence in this game, but it seems to be coming off. He's got his hand on his right hamstring. And it looks in pain, but there seems to be another player in pain for Santos. A bit of injury problems here for Santos and Gremio. Well, they'll be, I think, licking their lips here. Perhaps opportunity to pounce on some of these new players that are coming onto the pitch. There are going to be changes. Marinho coming off. The number 11, the goal scorer. He's off for the number 17. Still a lot of confusion on the sidelines. A lot of talking, but not a lot of movement. Marinho taking his time to come off as he gets a nice welcome on his side. Jean Mota replaces him, the number 17 for Santos. Let's see what sort of an impact he can make in this game. The number 6, Wagner, also comes on. He will replace Felipe Jonathan. So those are the 2 changes made for Santos. I'll just go through them one more time. Jean Mota coming on for Marinho and Wagner coming on for Felipe Jonathan. 3 changes in this game made so far from Santos. 4 substitutes have been brought on for Gremio. And as things stand, Santos lead 3-0 against the Brazilian counterparts here at the Villa Belmiro. Quarter-final tie of the Copa Libertadores. Very, very dramatic tie. The first leg was incredible. The second leg has been a little bit one-sided, I have to be honest and say that. Hopefully still some drama to come, because we would love to see a Gremio come back in this game just to make things a little bit more dramatic. I know Santos fans won't agree with me on that one, but still, Gremio push forward. Can they find something? Can they find a breakthrough? Here's Ferreira to Victor Ferraz. Ferraz Goes from the right, tries to go inside the middle of the pitch, but he is brought down. And there is going to be a free kick. There is going to be an opportunity here for Gremio. I don't think for a shot, but at least to get the ball inside the area. They are about 30 meters away from goal. As Cesar Pinares lines the ball up for the free kick. Are we going to see a yellow card here for Sandri? I don't think we are. It was a challenge, it was a rough challenge, but I don't think it warrants a yellow card. Still though, the free kick is being lined up by Cesar Pinares. Pinares is going to cross this ball inside of the area. A chance for Gremio. Can they get a goal back? Let's see. Pinares, and the ball is headed away by Santos. A bit of confusion in the box. John comes out, looks to parry it away. The ball's gone out for a corner. Gremio looks to play it quickly. Ferraz is there. He wants to get on with things as fast as he can. As we still wait for the corner, the referee is not happy with the situation inside of the box. Still a lot of talking, still a lot of discussions. With John there letting it slip, letting the ball slip a little bit, goes out for a corner. Let's see what Gremio can make of this. Can they crawl themselves back into this game? 68 minutes gone. Ball's playing through the area, but Santos clear their line. Ball goes out for a throwing. And Cesar Pinares looks to quickly take the throw. He doesn't have too many options ahead of him, but finally he takes it. He finds Pereira. Pereira puts the ball inside the box. A shot from distance from the captain, from Pedro Gromel, but it's not good enough. The ball goes wide, and the score's going to remain 3-0 here in favour of Santos. Unfortunately, a good chance for a shot for Gromel, but it was just a poor connection. The ball went wide, and John is going to start us off with the goal kick. John kicks it really well, really far. Looks for Jean Mota here, but it's he's just outnumbered there by the Gremio players inside of the Gremio half. We look to get out of their own half and look to play it in the opposition's half now. Lovely ball here from Henrique down the left-hand side to Barbosa. Barbosa looks to find Tassiano. Tassiano has to play it back over to Barbosa. Barbosa down the right-hand side now. Confusion, poor pass, poor ball. And Henrique manages to save the situation there. Finds Ferraz. Ferraz is down that right-hand side, still in the middle of the pack there. Pass, the bilateral pass, you have to say. And the ball is lost. Santos get the possession back, and they're just happy to play around in their own half now. Here's Nunes to Alisson. Alisson loses the ball, and Gremio come forward. Will this be a free kick here for Gremio? Yes, it will. Gremio get a free kick, or do they? Or they don't get a free kick because John collects the ball here, and John, the Santos goalkeeper, will restart play from his own goal line. He finds Luan Perez. Luan Perez to Wagner. The ball is played forward, but inaccurately, and Gremio bash it forward themselves. 70 minutes on the clock, 20 minutes left for Gremio to come up with 3 goals to salvage something from this game. They need 3 goals, at least 3 goals, if they are to make anything of this quarter-final tie. This is the second leg. There will be no second chances, as there is a collision there between Tatsiano and the number 22, Nunes. Nunes is penalised. He gets a yellow card, and there's going to be a free kick for Gremio. Gremio are going to line it up about 20 meters away. Who is going to take the responsibility for this free kick, and what are they going to do with it? Those are the 2 main questions over the next few seconds. Nunes moves away from the referee now. We've finished discussing with him, with the Colombian Gilmar Roldan. And Gremio line this ball up. It's going to be Diego Souza who's going to have a go. Looks like he's lining up for a shot. Looks like he's lining up for a strike. This is going to be interesting. A 3-man wall about 30 meters away. Diego Souza. That's John. Tells the wall where to move. Souza with the strike. He hits a defender. The ball's in the area and it's cleared by Santos. It looked dangerous for a while, but the ball's out for a throwing, and Gremio are not going to take time with this. They're going to play as fast as they can, and Ferreira looks for Ferraz. Ferreira's being brought down as he passed that ball, and there's going to be another free kick. This time it's about 40 meters away, so I don't think there's going to be an opportunity for a shot for Diego Souza, but it wouldn't surprise me if Cesar Piñares came up to this and played. Oh, he actually plays it quickly. He didn't play for the box. He plays it quickly. Now the ball is down the left-hand side with Diego Barbosa. Barbosa looks for Pepe, and Pepe has to play it back. No way through. Santos are really like a brick wall in this defense. No gaps. No way to squeeze through. No way to pass through. Or is that Santos, or is that Gremio's fault for lack of movement up front? I have to say at the moment, I wouldn't give a lot of credit to Santos though. They've been really solid at the back. Still though, Santos clear the ball from their own half. Looking for Caio Jorge. Very much isolated Caio Jorge himself against three defenders there. He couldn't do much, and it is Santos who lose possession to Gremio. Gremio now with Mateus Henrique. Henrique plays it back to Tassiano. Tassiano down the left-hand side. Looks for some options, finds Cesar Piñares. Piñares down inside, plays the ball inside the area, but Santos clear it again. Nothing they can do at this moment. Gremio, they're trying everything. They're putting the ball in the box. They're trying to beat men one-on-one. They're trying to cross it. They're trying to shoot. Nothing working at the moment. Tassiano has been brought down though, just outside the area by Jean Mota. And perhaps now we have an opportunity for a strike. Jean has to set up his defense well here. He has to set up the wall well, but as we wait for the free kick to be taken, it looks like there is a player down for Santos. Alexis Tibal, the Santos manager, also looking to make a substitution here just before this free kick is taken. Perhaps that's why the substitute that's why the player of Santos is down on the ground, trying to buy a little bit of time for his team. You're joining me live here on YouTube. It is Gremio who are trailing Santos by 3 goals to 0. 4-1 on aggregate. We have about 15 minutes left of regular time in this game. 75 minutes on the clock. It's Copa Libertadores action. It's the quarter-final. It's the second leg. No more chances after this. And it looks like Santos at this moment in time will be going through to the semi-final, where they'll take on either Boca Juniors or Racing Club. The other, of course, the semi-final tie will feature Palmeiras against either Nacional or River Plate. We will find out later on who wins that quarter-final tie, but there is a substitution meanwhile for Santos, and it is Alisson who's injured. It was Alisson who was down, and it is Alisson who comes off on the stretcher. Still waiting for the substitution to take place. Gremio are simply not happy with how things are transpiring here. They want to get on with the game. They don't have much time. They have to score 3 goals. Interestingly, I was recently looking back the famous game between Barcelona and PSG. If you remember that clash, it was in that game where there were 3 late goals, of course, for Barcelona. And Laercio comes on in Alisson's position as Gremio set up this free kick. Question is, who's going to take responsibility for this shot? Who is going to take, well, first question is it even going to be a strike, or are they going to look for something different here? Let's see. About 25 meters out, it's a shot, and well saved by John. A beautiful strike from distance from the free kick, and it looks like John has hurt himself in the process. Wonderful strike from David Braz, who was going in the top corner, but with his left hand, John managed to parry it away for a corner. John is up now. He seems to be okay. It's going to be a corner kick for Gremio. 15 minutes to go in this game. They need something special. Will they find something special from this corner? Diego Churin. Diego Churin is going to replace David Braz. as the corner is played in. It's headed by Diego Turin, who's just come on, but it's gone over the bar, and the man who has just come on the field of play is not going to get a goal. As we see the replay here, he jumped higher than everybody else, but couldn't direct the header on goal. He headed it downwards, and the ball bounced from the floor and above the bar. Unfortunately for the visitors, nothing is going to come out of that. Turin, the Argentinian, as I mentioned before, replacing David Braz just before that corner kick took place. Now, we have 77 minutes on the clock here. Cesar Pinares. Pinares nutmegs the defender. The ball goes out of play, and the nutmegs worked there in Luan Perez's favour, the defender for Santos. He may have been a bit embarrassed by the nutmegs, but the ball went out of play, and that's the main thing for him. He's a defender who's not there for any flash. As long as the ball is out of danger, he has done his job. And we're going to have a goal kick now with John. 78 minutes on the clock. Santos 3, Gremio 0. 2 goals from Caio Jorge, 1 from Marinho, who is no longer on the field, who has been replaced by Jean Mota. Now Gremio with the ball in their own half. Time is really ticking. Time is running out for the visitors. Here's Ferreira. Ferreira passes it to Taquiano. Taquiano down the left-hand side to Pepe. Pepe doesn't have too many options on that side. He's got to find a teammate down the right, and he does. Here's Ferraz. Ferraz, the poor touch from Ferraz, and back there just takes the ball up and kicks it away, and dispossesses the player. Despite this, Santos literally clear their lines as far as they can. They're not interested in playing around with possession. They boot that ball away, and it's Gremio who are gonna play forward. But the game has been stopped again. Another player down on the field for Santos. This time Caio Jorge, the man who scored 2 goals in this game. He's down. Is he hurt though? That's the question. I think there was a bit of time wasting there. He's up to his feet as Ferraz has the ball down the right hand side. Crosses the ball in. Are we going to see a late goal for Gremio? Are we going to see a late fight back? I don't think so. Doesn't look like that for now. Because Santos clear their lines, but another ball is played into the area. Gremio not giving up. Santos clear their line. It's going to be a corner kick for Gremio, a corner kick for the visitors, a corner kick for the Immortal Tricolor. They are 6th in the Brazilian Serie A. Santos, meanwhile, are 8th. It's a tight battle in the Serie A, but it's an even tighter battle here in the Copa Libertadores in these final few minutes. 10 minutes to go, 80 minutes on the clock. Cesar Pinares plays the ball in the area. Gremio with an opportunity. The ball is all over the box here. Santos clear the lines again. It's going to be another corner. It's going to be a 6th or 7th corner of this game for Gremio. As Santos are not happy. The defenders are trying to get themselves organised. The corner played a little bit too quickly for the referee's liking, and Cesar Pinares is going to have to go back. It's going to have to take it again. Taziano here, they're not happy with the referee's decision. He said the corner was fine. They're still lining it up. Cesar Pinares waits for the referee's whistle. Here we go. Pinares now. How is he going to play? Is he going to play in the box, or is he going to play it short? He plays it short to Ferreira. Ferreira now back to the captain, Gremio. Gremio down the right-hand side to Pinares. Pinares to Ferreira. Ferreira plays the ball in the box. Goal! This game is not over yet, and Taquiano hits the ball inside of the net. What a wonderful cross from Ferreira. What a beautiful header from Taziano. The question is, should the defender have done better marking him? Well, I don't know. He came out like a bullet. Taquiano, there was simply no stopping him there. And he bullets the header in the goal. It's 3-1 on the night. Well, we had drama in the first leg. Get ready, ladies and gents. Strap yourselves in. I don't think this game is over by any stretch of imagination. This game has just begun, and the second leg could get tastier. Look at the nerves on the sidelines. Alexis Stival, certainly a nervous man, making another substitution. Renato Portaluppi with his hands in the air. The Gremio manager saying, come on, get on with the substitution. We want to play football, and they're just wasting time. Look at him. He's got his hands in the air again, telling Caio Jorge to get off the pitch. Caio Jorge is substituted. He's not going to get his hat-trick. He's going to be replaced by the number 38 for for Santos. That is Marcos Leonardo. But certainly, ladies and gents, we are in for a thrilling finish. Forget the Oscars, forget American films, forget Bollywood. This is drama at its finest. This is the best club competition in the world, arguably one of the best. As Santos now fight back, they've realised perhaps they might need one more goal just to kill this game off. Shot from distance, headed away by the defence. But still Santos press on. Still the ball in the box, passed on the right hand side. Complete chaos in the box. What a shot from Santos. It's saved by the goalkeeper. An absolute bullet from Lucas Verissimo. Still the box in the ball is in the box. A header, a save, it's in. Is it a goal? Is it net? It's a goal. Another goal. Surely the winning goal. Oh my goodness me. What drama. Alexis Deval is running down the sidelines. He's going like Jose Mourinho. And he's ruined his trousers, I'm sure, sliding down on his knees. But Santos looks to have sealed this game. A goal to make it 4-1. What drama! What thrilling drama! Wonderful header! I mean, absolute chaos in the final moments of this game. The ball was played into the area by John Mata, apologies. And in the end, it is headed in. Well, Vanderlei did everything he possibly could, but he couldn't keep it out. And that is the main story of that moment there. And just look at the reaction there of Alexis Deval. He is thrilled. He is running down the sidelines. He has slid on his knees. He cannot believe it. He's got an unbelievable and charisma about him. And Laercio has scored in the 84th minute. Unbelievable. Laercio, the man who has come on in as a replacement for Alisson, looks to have sealed this win here for Santos. Well, my word, 84 minutes gone. I tell you what, you only get this sort of drama in the Copa Libertadores. You only get this sort of drama in the best club competitions, and that, my ladies and gentlemen, was incredible. Amazing stuff. Just when Tatiano thought he might have got his team back on track with a goal, with a header inside the 81st minute. In the 83rd minute, they hit back. Santos hit back. Laercio restore the 3-goal lead that Santos have had. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to summarize here, Santos are 4-1 up on the night, 5-2 up on aggregate. It's 85 minutes on the clock. Just as Gremio were beginning to fight back, Santos have killed their hopes. They've killed their chances of making yet another semi-final. They've made the last 4 semi-finals of the Copa Libertadores. It doesn't look like they'll be back this time round, but still, what an effort, what a game, what drama. It's been fantastic, it's been unbelievable, it's been Shakespearean type drama here in the first leg and in the second leg tonight as well, as Ferreira pushes on for Gremio, passes to Victor Ferraz, has to pass the ball back to Garamel. They are forced to play that ball back because there are just so many defenders back for Santos. They're so well organised here at the back, nowhere to go for Gremio. Santos win the ball back and they push forward themselves down the right hand side now. Jean Mota is there, Laercio is there, but still Gremio win the ball back, and they're going to push forward now with Tatsiano and Cesar Pinares. Long ball forward down the left hand side. They're going to look to play that ball in, but it's blocked, and still an opportunity for Pepe to perhaps make something of this upcoming corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Can Pepe create something from this corner? 86 minutes on the clock. Well, Gremio are in need of 3 goals. They play short. They still haven't given up. They're still playing quite well. Henrique, back to Pepe. Pepe's cross is blocked. There's going to be another corner kick as Pepe takes the football and lines the ball up for the corner kick. Gremio puts more and more men inside of the area. Quick pass, and now the ball is crossed into the area, but Santos managed to clear their lines. And Gremio are going to have to start from scratch. Here's Diego Shurin. Diego Shurin down the left-hand side of Diego Barbosa. Barbosa looking for something. Gremio really desperate now. Ball is playing to the area. It's headed. But it's headed away by Santos. Santos loses the ball. Cristiano wins it back. Here's Pepe. Pepe looking to go by himself inside of the area. He does well. The referee plays advantage. Santos clear their lines. For a minute there, Gremio looking dangerous as they made their way inside of the area. Could have been dangerous. Almost the referee was tempted to give a free kick here on Pepe, but decided to play on as the ball had gone inside the area, and it did look like Diego Souza could get possession, but no results there. And Gremio again with the ball inside the area, but Santos do well to block. Santos again like a brick wall, no way through. Gremio need a battering ram, but they haven't been able to find it. They haven't been able to find much. Here's Pereira across from the right hand side. It's going to be headed away by Santos again. More frustration for Gremio, more frustration for Renato Portalupi's side. That fifth straight semi-final in the Copa Libertadores is really slipping away now. 88 minutes on the clock. They're going to need something special now. Pepe plays the ball in the box. They really need a goal now. If there is a time to score, now is the time to score. But now, Santos with an opportunity of their own. Here comes Marcos Leonardo. Marcos Leonardo brought down in the box. Is it going to be a penalty? No, it's not. And for a second, he did look like he could go one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but he lacked the pace. And Martins Henrique dispossessed him. Runs all the way inside of the Santos half and passes it over to Cesar Pinares. Pinares finds Faraz. So now Gremio are about 20-30 meters away from the Santos goal. They're passing that ball around. They can't find the gap through. They're relying on Pereira now to beat his man, to beat Wagner and play this ball into the box. He does so. He plays the ball into the area. And John fails to deal with it well, but Santos play the ball through Nunes. Again, Gremio have possession back on the 20-meter line. They look for an opening with Tassiano, but Tassiano is blocked. And Tassiano does win the ball back, but he's all the way back in the middle of the pit, on the middle of the park. And he's going to find Faraz with the ball. Nice pass to Faraz. Faraz has a couple of options here. He chooses to go with Pinares, who is 30 meters away from goal in the middle of the park. Has to play it back though. Again, great defense. Well organized Santos defense. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 5 minutes left of this game. 5 minutes have been added on. Pereira plays the ball in the box, but it misses everybody. And it's going to land in John's hands. Santos doing well to defend. Santos doing well to kill time as John goes down, and Gremio are not happy at all that he is wasting those precious seconds. See again, the ball came in from Pereira. John didn't immediately catch it, decided to do a few kick-ups before he caught the ball, and as he came out, Diego Souza give a little shove in the back, and it doesn't look like the Santos really appreciated that. He went down and he's buying some more time. What a smart thing to do there from Diego Souza, who's an experienced player. He knows that John will go down to buy time. Slowly plays off Caio Jorge's goals as he is given the Man of the Match award. Second half by Marcos Leonardo. He did his job though, didn't he, Caio Jorge, with his 2 goals in this game, in the first and 50 minutes of this game. Gremio, they've got a throwing down the right hand side. Could be taken by Pereira. Pereira to Faraz. Both of them have done really well in this game. They've played, most of the threats have come from them. Faraz plays the ball inside of the box. An opportunity for Gremio, but nothing's going to come out of that. And Santos managed to defend well as the referee gives a yellow card to one of the substitutes here for Santos. who is causing a bit of problems here. It's Bruno Henrique of Santos who gets the yellow card. Just looking at the replay here, it's just a bit of mind games coming a little bit too close to the field of play as we get on with the game. Facciano plays it back to Diego Chorin. Diego Chorin forward to Ferraz. Now Gremio only just now crossed the halfway line. The ball is played forward, looking for Diego Souza. They can't find him. And the great defense from Santos as they hold on to their 3-goal lead. They're 4-1 up. They're 5-2 up on aggregate. Surely they're not going to lose this now. They look in a comfortable position. They look in a wonderful position. The question is, can they hold this out with a 4-1 scoreline? Ball played into the area again, but it's again dealt with brilliantly by Santos. Here's Ferreira. Ferreira to Ferraz. Ferraz crosses the ball inside of the box. Will there be a header from Gremio? It won't. It's going to be a header from Santos. They head it out for a corner kick. Alexis Stival running up and down the side of the pitch here, waiting for the final whistle, waiting to celebrate with his team. 3 minutes have gone up to 5 added. The corner is taken quickly by Gremio. The ball is played into the area. It's headed away by Santos again. They're throwing everything they can, Gremio, at this Santos side, but they're defending brilliantly. This is a team that lost 4 to Flamenco over the weekend, and really defending brilliantly here. It must be noted that they had 9 changes from that game against Flamenco. So really, Alexis Stival's decision to rest players for this game has paid off. It was a risk, but it was a risk worth paying for because clearly forward up against Gremio at home, we're going to go through the semi-finals of the Copa Libertadores. Now Gremio with possession on the left-hand side, but really the steam is gone, the passion is gone. Ferraz is still with the ball, but passes it over to Ferreira with that urgency is gone. They know that this game is over. They know they can't win this game anymore. And Ferraz tries a through ball into the box, and it's just simply intercepted by Wagner, who hits that ball, boots it away over to the goalkeeper and Vanderlei. Vanderlei quickly rushes forward, tries to get his team going again through Ferreira, through Victor Ferraz. Again down that right-hand side, really Gremio trying their luck, but it's just not worked out. Here's Victor Ferraz, ball played into the area, looking for Diego Souza. Souza plays it down the right-hand side of the box to Cesar Piñares. Cesar Piñares loses the ball, and now it's Santos with a counter-attack of the round. I don't think Wagner is too bothered about this ball. He just takes as far as he can. And ladies and gentlemen, Vilman Roldan blows his final whistle. And this is it. Santos are going through to the Copa Libertadores semi-final. They have beaten Gremio comprehensively in this game. 4-1 on the night. 5-2 on aggregate. What a brilliant win for Santos. What a brilliant win for Alexis Stival. And you have to say, clinical is the word you have to use for tonight's game. A brilliant performance from the home side from the first minute out. They've been incredible offensively. They've been incredible defensively. And it's all paid off for them today. Caio Jorge was the man of the match. He opened the scoring in the first minute. Mourinho got the second goal after 17 minutes. And in the second half, Caio Jorge added a second to his name after 55 minutes. And Tatsiano tried to get Gremio back in the game. He pulled the goal back on the 81st minute. Then in the 83rd, it was all over. Laezio got the goal, got the final and winning goal for Santos as they move forward to the Copa Libertadores semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to see you next time, possibly for one of those Copa Libertadores semi-final ties. But for now, until then, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for being with me here tonight. And goodbye.